and me, and we're back with some more Spirit Hunter Death Mark 2. Let's do this. A few days have passed since the incident at the clock tower. K Hospital is surprisingly empty for midday. Forgive the expression, but the place is basically dead. Oh, that's not a good expression at all for a hospital.
That one was in poor taste.
From the other side of the hallway, a familiar-looking man is approaching me. Next to him is a small girl. Please tell me... Oh, okay. Hello, Mr. Yoshiki. Are you also here to visit Daimon, Eita? Yeah, pretty much. She asked me to come with her. She's gotten so big! Good afternoon. This girl is Suzu Morimiya. Though she's but a grade schooler, she's also one of the mark bearers. Oh man, in the first game, she was really young. Well, no, this is only like a few months later, right? She can't be that much bigger, right? 4 months, she grew all that hair. Did she have shorter hair? Man, I don't remember.
You're just terrible!
After our previous case, she's come to idolize Eita and treat him as her older brother. That's cute. Eita, why are you taking Suzu here on a weekday afternoon? She's not skipping school, all right? Today is her school's anniversary. I heard the situation from Eita. Mr. Daimon's still asleep because of his spirit's curse, isn't he? Most likely. No way! Her eyes are filled with deep sorrow. Don't you worry, Suzu. Mr. Yoshiki and I will definitely save Mr. Daimon, all right? Eita proudly taps his chest while making that claim. I have no idea where that confidence comes from. Despite my skepticism, the display brings a smile back to Suzu's face. Eita, mister, can I trust you too? I'm trying to give her more of a childish sound because I remember she had one. Like, I gave her one in the first game, but... Of course, only guarantee in life is death, kid. No, why would I tell you that? Can she trust us? Of course. Thank you, mister. Anyway, Mr. Yoshiki, I'll continue to back you up on your investigation. Eita, about that. Oops, let's save that for later. I've got to get Suzu back home. I'll go to Kujo Mansion after that. Call me if you need anything. Oh, I might try to tell them to go because I don't want anyone else to get hurt, maybe? See you later, mister. Eita and Suzu leave after that. Crap, that was my chance to tell him. Following Slitmouth Kashiba's case, I told Moe and Sho to stay out of the investigation, but Eita wasn't around, so I haven't told him yet. You know they're not gonna listen, though. I hope you know. I finish my visit with Daimon and leave the hospital. He's still comatose, showing no sign of leaving limbo and rejoining the ranks of the conscious. The doctors have yet to identify the root cause of his coma. If it's truly the departed's curse that is behind his condition, he won't pull out of this so long as the departed still exists. I drive my car to Konoehara Academy. A new notice hasn't been discovered yet, but Mr. Konoe asked me to teach a class this afternoon. So we're teaching another class. We're going full on with this teacher stuff. I enter the classroom and take my place in front of the students. Then I proceed with the class like usual. When Konoe first asked me to teach as part of my investigation, I thought it would be an absolute disaster, but surprisingly, I'm doing just fine. On the other hand, the students seem to be doing markedly less fine. The number of fidgeting students that can't focus on class is too large to ignore. Considering some of them also asked me about my investigation, it's obvious that's what's on their minds. Maybe I shouldn't have told them. The departed isn't just a fringe rumor anymore. These students have gone from being amused to being terrified. The human heart is a fragile thing. Seeing these kids with their flagging spirits, I know I need to hurry up and close this case. In what feels like the blink of an eye, class is over. The first time I taught, it felt like time stood still. It's kind of troubling to realize I've now been at it long enough that I'm used to it. I mean, that's good though, too. After school, I start my investigation solo. I think back to my conversation with Dorio and Michiho the other day. The departed might be someone close to me. In order to narrow it down, I make the rounds asking teachers and students alike about the people involved in the incident. However, my efforts are fruitless, and all I get is a lot of small talk and wasted effort. I attempt to take a different angle to figure the departed's true identity and think it over. Oh, with the creepy face right there. The departed is good at hiding. Let's say they're able to take the place of someone else. And when they do, they can perfectly duplicate that person's looks, memories, and personality. It'd be the perfect disguise. Nobody could see through that. With that level of deception, the only real chance to know their true identity would probably be once they'd achieve their goal. Which will likely be when they've exchanged vows with their dear husband, which is me. Or Yoshiki, I guess I could say. And for me, that would either be death or a fate worse than that. So I have to find the answer before then. I glance up and notice that it's already dark out. It's time for the students to leave school. I'm not getting anywhere by blindly hunting for clues. I better go to the infirmary and put together a real plan of action. I find a woman in a white coat waiting inside the infirmary. For a moment, I think she's the school nurse, but then I see her face. Oh, from the first one. Hello, Yoshiki. I never would have imagined you'd be a teacher here. I was really shocked when I heard the news from Daimon.
Hiru, why are you here?
To help you out with the investigation. What else would I be doing here? I never would have imagined I'd hear the word help come out of Hiru's mouth. There's gotta be a reason. Ask about Hiru. She's Madoka Hiru. She wears a white coat, but not because she's a doctor. Hiru's a mark bearer who works at a pharma company as a researcher.
If I remember correctly, you don't handle paranormal phenomena all that well.
Well, true. I mean, after all the suffering I was put through before, how could I be expected to like it?
So why are you here then?
Jeez, you're so annoying. I have my own reasons, all right? She's rather intelligent, but Hiru also has quite the cowardly streak. However, there are times when her curiosity gets the better of her and she ends up poking her nose into bizarre incidents. Call it a test of courage, I suppose. That's why she's here. To tell you the truth, I'm here because Daimon asked. In the event that something were to happen to him, he asked that I come help you in his stead. Oh. I wonder what would have happened if I had stayed to help him instead of go help Sho then. Would it be a completely different character or would this have happened anyway? I don't know. Hence I'm here using up my paid leave.
I appreciate you taking your obligation to Daimon seriously, but this case is extremely dangerous. There have been a lot of casualties already.
Oh, come now, don't patronize me. I'm fully aware of the dangers present.
Then why are you?
Because I want to save Daimon, simple as that. They're my friends too, not just yours. Talk about the investigation. Daimon apprised me of the situation. A spirit known as the Departed issues notices targeting people and then has other spirits kill them, correct?
Yeah, and it has been pretty successful. We have a number of victims already.
That spirit seems to have some human tendencies, eh? They behave a bit like a serial killer.
The Departed is different from any other spirit I've encountered so far. They're cunning and they possess the ability to pass themselves off as a human and hide within the school.
And I've also heard they're obsessed with you, no? You sure have a strong connection with spirits, Yoshiki.
I guess so.
I wonder if that's just another aspect of my lineage, like the way I seem to be able to see paranormal phenomena that others can't. I can't read today. Well then, shall we proceed with the investigation?
Wait a minute, Hiru. I'm going to investigate alone. I don't want you to get involved in this.
Say what? You're just going to disregard my feelings? I don't get a say in the matter?
Hiru.
Didn't you understand what I told you before? You aren't the only one who feels frustrated about what happened to Daimon. So you better ditch that weird, I'm the only one who can carry this burden, I'll sacrifice myself mindset. It really gets on my nerves.
But
I'll just take matters into my own hands if you keep insisting I stay out of this. Just give it up. A triumphant smile brightens her features. I don't think I'm going to win a war of wits against her. Moving on to your investigation, I've heard there's no new notice yet.
As of this moment, that is correct. I have a feeling one will arrive soon, though. Let's go check the faculty room.
You have a sixth sense or something?
I guess you can call it that.
I have a feeling the Departed wants me, their dear husband, to continue pursuing this case. If my hunch is right, that means that they'll be more likely to issue a notice while I'm here at the school. It does seem that way, huh? It always happens while I'm already here. I wonder if he would have always been the dear husband, though. I hope that gets answered. Like, did the Departed know he was going to end up being called here, and that's why they started doing this? Or they were just going to start doing this until they found the right person, and now they're focusing in on him? I don't know. All right. Yeah, let's try to talk. Let's begin the investigation. First off, let's go to the special building and check the notice in the faculty room. All right. When I get to the room, one of the teachers informs me that Mr. Konoe is away at the moment, which unfortunately means I'm going to have to ask Sakamoto. Oh no. Goodness gracious, you again? Sakamoto's cold tone of voice makes it apparent that she finds this meeting just as unfortunate as I. What's your business here? I have work to do.
Has a new notice from the Departed arrived?
Notice? Oh, now that you mention it, I did get a report of something like that earlier. What about it?
What are you being so nonchalant for? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I believe I've made my position quite clear. I find this investigation of yours to be, at best, a pointless waste of time. Sakamoto shoots a withering glare in my direction, looking like she just swallowed a bug. She's usually pretty open about her dislike of me, but she's taking it to another level today. I got a report from the dorm manager the other day. She informed me that you took Dorio and Kinukawa out and made them violate their curfew. The headmaster might have ordered me to let your absurd behavior slide, but this is unacceptable. So that's why she's being particularly hostile toward me today. I didn't make those girls break curfew, but I can't see how it's skewed that way in Sakamoto's mind, and I doubt my explanation would change much. Those notices are pranks. It's mere coincidence that the students disappeared when the notices were issued. I doubt it. It can't be 3 coincidences? Really? You really think 3 coincidences in a row? The Departed, ghosts, the supernatural, it's all a bunch of ludicrous nonsense. To think a man like you has sullied the good name of teachers just to investigate this rubbish. Sakamoto's practically got steam coming out of her ears. I wonder what I can do to calm her down. Try to reason with her, ask her to at least cooperate, be delicate. We'll try to be delicate. Trying to convince ardent non-believers of the supernatural can only make both sides frustrated. It's a waste of energy to try. Let's just get what I need and get out of here.
Where's the new notice?
I don't have it with me. I told the student who picked it up to throw it away.
You told them to do what now? Which student was it?
Kakuta from the disciplinary committee. He found it when patrolling the school.
What does he look like?
He's a strapping, well-built boy. He's in the karate club. She had him throw it away. We're on an investigation. He threw it away. I should probably tell the headmaster what she's doing so he can at least tell her, like, you have to cooperate with this. This is an actual investigation. Maybe that's the move. Oh my, look at the time. I have to go now. I have a meeting. Before I can even protest, Sakamoto's already left the room. Other teachers are following suit. Well, she's clearly not a fan. She's clearly not a fan of yours, Ishiki. Though you pretty much earned that treatment for hitting on high school students.
That's not what happened. Stop making things weird. Looks like we're going to have to put in some effort to find this Kakuda boy.
I mean, we might stumble upon him simply by stopping to talk to each stout student we see on the way. But it'd be nice if we had a bit more information to go on.
More information?
Dorio or Michiho might know him. Sakamoto's obviously going to be keeping a close eye on my contact with those two, but I can't let that interfere with my work. She's trying really hard to stop some investigations. I'm just saying. She wasn't on my sus list before, but she might be on my sus list now. I don't know. Student council room. Dorio is organizing documents in the student council room. Oh, Mr. Yoshiki, thank you again for your help.
Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. Do you know Kakuda? I've heard he's a big guy from the disciplinary committee.
I know him. He's in 2C. How about you try looking for him in his classroom?
Got it, thanks.
She is so helpful. See? See how helpful? See how easy that was? All right. Let's go to the new building. 2C, 2C. So I think that's the second floor, right? Because it goes by the numbers are each floor, right? The way she sounds while running is making me feel a certain way. Like some kind of way. But we have to keep things PG here on YouTube. All right. This school is getting strange these days. I know, right? It smells musty here. Is it because of the departed?
Oh, I've heard there's an outbreak of mold somewhere in the school.
Yikes, just imagining that makes my skin itchy.
Anyway, let's go home.
Yeah. The couple leave the area. Did I pass any students all the way here? No, right? I don't think I did. I don't think I can sprint. I didn't have the hots for this scientist before, but maybe I'll just keep sprinting forever. All right. All right, 2C, 2C. I do want to see if there's more students, though. Oh, hi, Michiho. Oh, hello there. I caught a painted lady in the courtyard earlier. Want to catch some butterflies together? Oh, watch. Want to watch some butterflies together?
Sorry, but I'm in a hurry now. Do you know Kakuta? I've heard he's a big guy from the disciplinary committee.
Oh, I saw him go to the 3rd floor just now. What business do you have with that karate guy, though? Is he the new notice target? Is he the new notice targeting the Karate Kid or something?
I don't know yet, but thanks for the info.
I want to talk to all the students first. Are we the only ones left in the school? Nope, I think the student council members are still here. Damn, they sure like to stay late despite all the rumors. I don't recall the departed since I know they're...
Recall?
I don't really fear the departed since I know you're going to protect me. The heck are you talking about? I'm totally not saving you. I'm not good with ghosts and stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go home now. What? Me too. The female students take the stairs down. Well, here's 2C. I could check it. But I kind of want to... Okay. Okay. Nothing in here. Well, anyway. At least they're actually letting me into classrooms now. Even though I'm not going to do it. All right. I hear footsteps, but I think that's just ambient sounds. Oh, hey.
I saw a big guy going to the back of the hallway earlier. It's probably Kakuta from 2nd year. I wonder what he's up to.
Well, thank you for letting me know. Oh, hi. There's a big, well-built guy standing over there. He looks pretty strapping.
Are you Kakuta?
Us?
Yes, the name's Shinichi Kakuta. Where's the departed's notice? I'm hoping you haven't thrown it away already. No, I still have it. Miss Sakamoto told me to trash it, but I felt like I should show it to you since you're investigating them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Haha, you should thank Dorio and Kinukawa. They've been asking everyone to pitch in and help you out.
Those saints, absolute saints. He pulls out the departed's notice and hands it to me. Honestly, if they're asking for people to help me out, what's the word when you're sus about someone? I suspect them less.
Wow, are you stupid?
If that's it, I'll be heading to my classroom. Feel free to come by 2C if you still need anything. I'll be at school for a while.
I hope the notice isn't about him, that he's going to be sticking around, because he should be going home, if that's the case. Kakuta then walks off. I quickly scan the new notice. It has all the hallmarks of the previous notes, an accordion folded paper with eerie handprints on it. So this is the notice. So this is what a notice looks like, eh? Heh, it's really giving off the horror vibes. Hurry up and check it out, come on. Dear Hooligan, Kokkuri will kill you tonight. I'm watching, hiding in the school. Your beloved, the departed. Hooligan? Who's the hooligan? No, it's for Hooligan. The next victim is Hooligan, and the spirit is Kokkuri? So by hooligan, they mean those boorish thug types, right?
Yeah, so
I think we should try and gather information that would lead us to the identity of these two things. Asking the remaining students would probably be more fruitful than asking the teachers. The faculty doesn't seem so cooperative.
Yeah, and
Maybe the student council girl will tell you. I mean, she actually appears to be trying to help you. Also, I'd like to hear more about that Kakuda kid.
Yeah.
What's with you? Yeah, come on. Give me more to work with than that. This is your operation here. Don't make me handle everything alone. You're cutting me off!
Oh, okay.
As much as I want to point out that she's cut me off every time I've tried to speak, I hold my tongue. Besides, Hiro's plan of attack is basically what I would have suggested. We better start asking around about Hooligan and Kokkuri. Alrighty. It's about time to leave school anyway. Now I've got to prove that the departed won't appear even if I stay here alone. Hanako this, Kokkuri that. The people in this school are wacky. Who even believes ghosts and demons exist? Looking closely, the male student's legs are obviously trembling. All right. Did you find Kakuda?
Yes, thank you.
I'm happy that I could help. So, what do you want to talk about?
Actually, we found a new notice.
Whoa, so another one's finally here, huh? Show me. I show Michiho the departed's notice. Heh, so the new spirit is next spirit is Kokkuri. Well, Kokkuri usually refers to that old fortune-telling technique, but I'm sure you already know about that, right? I'm not gonna lie to her. I'm gonna say I do not. Let me explain it to you then. Kokkuri is a fortune-telling technique that uses a coin and a piece of paper. You summon a spirit named Kokkuri and ask them some questions. It can be dangerous since you're dealing with a spirit after all. There are some people who get a big scare out of it. But the Kokkuri mentioned in the notice is a ghost, not the fortune-telling technique. So Kokkuri is both the name of the technique and the summoned spirit, and this rumor is referring to the spirit.
Can you tell me more about it, Michiho?
Sure, why not? Chat. That reminds me, Hime and I were called by Miss Sakamoto this afternoon. Do you know what she said? Don't get too close to Mr. Yoshiki. He doesn't belong here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I shouldn't have talked to you. She's probably gonna give you a lecture.
Ha! Don't worry about that. You're my lifesaver and you're hunting down the departed like I am. Let's talk about Kokkuri. So, about the Kokkuri in the notice, I have a feeling it might be referring to Mister Kokkuri. New story? There's a rumor like that at Konoehara Academy.
五章こっくりおじさん
Have you ever gone to the corridor on the second floor? Of course not. That place is restricted.
Do you know why?
It's because of the Kokkuri shrine. That place is cursed. I'm not lying, it's the truth. I've even heard stories about it. Oops. One rainy day, some delinquents were hanging out on the second floor's corridor. They were kind of notorious. They were getting in fights on a daily basis. There were even rumors that they were into drugs. I guess they must have been bored, so they were messing around with the shrine as a dare, all laughing with their stupid faces. They were kicking the shrine and scribbling on it, all sorts of things. One of them even put a cigarette on it. The wind and rain got stronger. The delinquents were about to head back inside. At that moment, they heard a voice mixed with the wind. Ooh, that's creepy sound. They turned toward the old shrine, the source of the voice, figuring someone must have been playing a prank on them. Except they weren't the only ones in the corridor. Obviously, they thought they were just imagining things. Those delinquents looked at each other and ran away from the corridor as fast as they could. But that night, one of the delinquents, the one who snuffed out his cigarette on the shrine, felt a pain in his ear. He felt a strange sensation when he touched his ear. It was dry and rough. It was weird, like there was something in his ear. Blech, blech. Terrified, he went to go check himself in the mirror. Mushrooms were growing from his ear. Oh no! Is it The Last of Us? Folded cat mushrooms that look like maitake. The mushrooms continued to spread from his ear to his neck to his cheeks, then his chin. The delinquent shrieked, and then he called an ambulance. He got himself checked at the hospital. They found no trace of mushrooms, but his ear had a really bad infection. The skin was rotting away, so they had to cut his ear off. When a teacher heard this story, they said it's the curse of Kokkuri's shrine. That voice must have been Mister Kokkuri's, and that was his work. The rumors say Mister Kokkuri is the apparition of a priest who haunts the shrine. So, guess lesson is don't mess with shrines?
And that was the rumor about Mr. Kokkuri. So please stay away from the shrine in the second floor's corridor. If you're cursed by the mushrooms, your lovely face will be ruined.
Thanks for saying this in front of the chick who already thinks I'm hitting on high school girls. Is Mister Kokkuri the name of the shrine?
Correct. It's called Mister Kokkuri because the shrine has a mysterious voice. No one knows what Mister Kokkuri looks like, as they've only heard his voice. Creepy, isn't it?
All right, hooligan.
Hooligan? I can't think of anyone. Maybe Izumi, I guess? But he's dead already.
Great. All right, stop talking.
By the way, Mr. Yoshiki, I've never seen the person beside you. Is she a doctor like Mr. Daimon?
I'm a researcher, not a doctor, though I do also deal with the health of living beings as part of my job.
Oh, I see. An idol and a female scientist, huh? You sure have some amazing and gorgeous assistants. By the way, which one do you prefer?
They're both dependable in their own ways. I has the stamina, Hiru has the intelligence.
That's not what I meant. Oh well, it was stupid of me to expect something.
You two sure are close. This girl might be the departed, you know? Shush, Hiru.
Oh, I don't mind, as long as Mr. Yoshiki trusts me.
Sorry, it's a joke. I'm kind of an edge. An edge? Oh, why was I reading that like an edgelord? I'm kind of on edge since we don't have any idea who the departed might be.
I don't mind. In this kind of situation, it's natural to have some suspicion.
Ugh, I miss my normal school life. Hey, Yoshiki, shouldn't we be able to pretty much guess who Hooligan may be? Based on what Michiho told me about the Mister Kokkuri rumors? Shinichi Kakuda, a bad teacher, the delinquent student. Might be a delinquent. I agree with you there, but I still have no clue who it might be. The rumor said a delinquent student was cursed by the shrine in the second floor corridor. Why don't we go take a look there? Wait, are you serious? Aren't you being too cavalier here? We're going to be stepping into some deep crap if we approach that shrine. I'm not doing it for entertainment. It's for the investigation. You can stay here if you don't want to go. I never said I didn't want to go. I just wondered if there was a better way to do this. That's it. I'm not scared at all. Instead of going to there, I'm going to go to the student council room first so we can talk to, I'm so bad with names. I'm sorry. The other chick. Dorio? Dorio, I think? Yeah, right? Yeah, okay. Did you find Kakuda? Yes, along with the new notice. So there's another new notice. Mind showing me? I showed Dorio the departed's notice. So they're threatening to kill someone again.
And it's my job to prevent that from happening. If you got any information that could help, please let me know.
Sure. Chat. Actually, during lunch break, I went to the clock tower.
What? You shouldn't be taking risks like that.
Spirits don't show up during the day, so it's fine. I didn't go inside though. The door wouldn't open.
That's weird. Did someone lock it?
That's unlikely. The key to the clock tower is missing. Nobody's able to enter the clock tower right now. But it was open that night. Was that the departed's doing?
I guess we should investigate the clock tower.
Understood. I'll try searching for the key. All right, let's talk about Kokkuri. Sorry, I don't really know much about spirits. You should ask Michiho instead. She's over on the second floor on the new building. We already did that, so maybe she might know who the hooligan is, though. Hooligan, huh? Compared to model and pianist, this one's got a lot more room for interpretation. Finding the target might not be so easy. Okay, so she didn't have any new info. All right. Thank you. I finished my conversation with Dorio and leave the student council room. All right, time to go to the second floor. Second floor, we're gonna find out some info. I think this is to the... Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Connecting corridor. The second floor's corridor should be just ahead. There's a crumpled paper in the gap between the doors. Huh? Warning, the second floor corridor is off limits. The shrine where people supposedly heard Mr. Kokkuri's voice should be right ahead. Looks like the door's unlocked. Let's check the place out. As much as I don't want to. Hi? What is going on with her face? A tanned, ostentatiously styled girl is absentmindedly lingering near the shrine. Give her a friendly greeting, warn her, leave her be. Let's give her a greeting.
Hello there.
What? Her reply is unintelligible, more of a groan. Just ignore her, Yoshiki. Something's wrong with her. I don't think that's good, though. She probably... Leave her alone. Shouldn't we be getting a nurse?
これは
An old shrine is standing here. This has got to be the shrine from the rumor about Mr. Kokkuri. Let's take a closer look. Inspect. The first thing that stands out is that it's a rather small shrine. It's completely weathered after being exposed to the elements for a long period of time. Another noticeable feature is the number of talismans on it. The image of the talismans looks kind of like a centipede. There's a small gap in the shrine door. It's too dark to tell what's inside, though. We need to open the door first if we want to see what's inside. Are we sure we want to do that? Oh, okay, we're gonna do it. Open. I reached toward the door to check what's inside. Oh, man. The female student next to me groans and slowly forces out some words. Don't do anything bad to the shrine. Open the door. Old man, you're... Oh! Growling, the female student launches an attack. I thought the spirits only appear at night. Why is she getting possessed already? She's got a bunch of fungus on her. With a terrifying look in her eyes, the female student raises something resembling a baton. I see something that looks like mushrooms around her neck. Maybe she's possessed? Let's team up. Bag, take the attack, attack. No, take the attack? Wait, so, hold on. Well, I guess we'll just take the attack.
これでどうだ
We try to use my bag as a shield to block her attacks. Because I don't want to attack her. She's a student. We clutch the bag tightly and block her attack. Nice. Oh, that was Yashiki. Nice. The female student recoils. Grab her, Hiru. Okay, calm down. Hiru captures the student's arms from behind. Helping out, I immediately restrain her. The student lets out a yell and then grows quiet. It looks like this was the right choice. Jeez. The student faints and the mushrooms on her neck instantly vanish, so it really was a spiritual phenomenon. Assuming the rest of the rumor is accurate, that would mean the mushrooms were the shrine's curse. Keep an eye on her, Hiru. I'll investigate the inside of the shrine. It's a sure thing. I walk toward the shrine and put my hand on the door. There's a talisman on it. Inside the shrine, I find some bizarre stuff. A petri dish used for experiments. Inside the dish is a dead centipede. Some red substance appears to be growing from the centipede. What in the world is it? Oh, yeah. I thought those were all the legs, but I was like, that seems like a lot of legs. Oh, nasty, 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 nasty. I hate centipedes. Oh, I see you found something interesting. Those red filaments are probably mushrooms. It's difficult to tell without the caps. Without me realizing it, Hiru's already peering over my shoulder. Looks like those are mushroom hyphae growing on the dead centipede. I think they're Ophiocordyceps sinensis? Very interesting. But what's it doing here? Old shrines aren't usually a place where you keep stored lab equipment. Very fortunate we have the scientists with us then, huh? What are you gonna do with the petri dish? Bet you're gonna keep it. What? I guess so, yeah. Pressed by Hiru, whose eyes are sparkling with curiosity, I collect the petri dish. Great. What are you gonna do with her? It doesn't seem like she's going to regain consciousness anytime soon. We can't just leave her here. Let's take her back to the infirmary. I hoist the female student onto my back and leave the corridor. From there, I walk straight to the infirmary. The smell of cigarette smoke assaults my nose from the moment I enter. Let's go! He's my favorite. I love him. You're finally back. I've been waiting. Inside, I see a sharp-eyed man tossing a cigarette into a portable ashtray. Mashita! Ugh, the smell of cigarettes. Hey, no smoking inside the school. There are kids here. You're a terrible influence, you know. Where's your common sense, Mashita? Oh, is that how it is? Back in my day, the teachers would openly smoke in the faculty room. Well, times have changed. You need to be more considerate. What a pain. Anyway, who's that kid on your back? Let me lay her down first, then we can talk. I put the unconscious girl down on the bed. She's totally out of it. Guess I'll just have to leave her here for the moment. All right, can you give me the details now? Don't exactly expect to reunite with your friend and find him carrying an unconscious girl on their back. Fine, I've got some questions to ask too. Ask about Mashita. Satoru Mashita, a Bitmark bearer and former detective who's now working as a private investigator. He's not really all that knowledgeable about spirits and paranormal phenomena, but after the events of our shared past, he often joins me when I'm on spirit-related cases. Never would expect it to come to a place like this even on an investigation. You mean a school that's still in session? Yeah. Place full of brats sound like nothing but trouble to me. Hell, I got scolded just for having a freaking smoke. Sneaking into an abandoned school is way easier. Like the first one. That abandoned school was so creepy. Let me just make one thing clear, Mashita. I'm begging you, please try not to attract any unwanted attention. No guarantees on that one, pal. I'm just gonna do things my own way, and if anyone's got a problem with that, they'll just have to deal with it. The corner of his mouth twitches into a mischievous grin. Mashita is a man who will do anything for his investigation. Mr. Konoe and Sakamoto will not appreciate his presence or methods, but his eccentric methods have a way of dragging the truth out of situations where a more civilized approach would fail. He's awesome. Why he's here? Have you finished your job, Mashita? Yeah, I can't tell you much about it though, since I'm under NDA, and just when I thought I'd be able to relax for a bit. That hag Yasuoka asked me to help you out. She's a real slave driver. This man is different from the other mark bearers. Because of his job, he's a seasoned veteran when it comes to cases involving dangerous and bizarre spirits. If he's offering to help, I'll jump on it. His help makes it that much more likely that Hiro and the departed's targets will survive. Sorry for causing you trouble. Save your thanks for the old bag. I'm just here for work. Ask what he thinks about his case. Or this case. Wow, I cannot read today. Yasuoka gave me a summary of the case. A spirit masquerading as a student, huh? Wonder how their grades are. He's cracking jokes, but his eyes show no trace of a smile. Under the surface, he must be just as tense as we are. You want to know what I think? You're basically being jerked around by the departed's notices. All those spirits from the notices, and you're still no closer to finding out who the departed is. Maybe you're right. But if I just ignore the notices, someone's going to die. Then what's your plan? You're just going to keep dancing to their tune until they get bored and quit? I mean, he's right. Don't get sidetracked and forget your original goal, Yoshiki. The only way you can solve this case is to find the departed's hiding in the school. And what you should do is start looking at everyone around you as a potential suspect. He's right, because the more we do stuff that the departed wants us to do, the more we're not trying to find out who the departed is. It could get to the point that they'll get bored or finish their objective. And neither of those will be good. By the way, Yoshiki, Mashida jerks his head over in the direction of the girl in the bed. Tell me about her already. How long are you going to make me wait? I share everything I've learned about Mister Kokkuri and Hooligan and the events at the shrine. So this kid attacked you? School violence is kind of a lost art these days. What a special moment in your teaching career, eh, Mr. Yoshiki? Cut it out with that. Hearing you say that makes my skin crawl. No matter how you choose to look at it, this kid isn't normal. She called us hooligans and had mushrooms growing along her neck. All right, considering that, maybe she was possessed by Kokkuri. I recall the time Michiho was possessed by slit-mouthed Kashima. She was fully under the control of spirit, led by their desires. This student might have been the same as her. Who is this kid anyway? She doesn't have her student's handbook, and no matter how much we shake her, she's not showing any signs of waking up. Waiting for her to wake up is such a waste of time. Let's just ask someone else about her. Should be able to find someone who knows who she is pretty quickly. She's obviously trying to stand out. Let's ask around about the petri dish too while we're at it. Who knows? Maybe we can learn who placed this inside the shrine. So we're just going to show that thing to the students? They're going to start talking about me. Too late to worry about your reputation. You already tricked 2 female students into breaking their curfew. I don't care if you get all chummy with those brats for the investigation, but you better not do something weird that ends up blowing back onto me, Yoshiki. God, give me a break, you two. I really hope this puts a stop to this topic. I'll have whoever I don't bring with me keeping an eye on the unconscious girl while I resume the investigation. Let's see if anyone at the school can tell me about this girl or the petri dish. Alright, let's see here. We'll just talk real quick. That brat's still out cold. Just continue your investigation. I'll ring up Hiru's phone if the kid wakes up.
No, I was gonna change to you though.
Grizzled, unorthodox ex-detective. Okay, here we go. The female student hasn't come to you yet. I'll call Mashida's phone if she does. Just keep going with your investigation. All right. I'll investigate. All right, friends, and that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment. Check out our channel memberships for some cool stuff, and check out the description for some live gaming content over on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
You are watching